now we are discussing about SJF. Before going to SJF, now let us discuss about the drawback of FCFS. In FCFS, for example, in the ready queue there are three processes, like one has burst time as 10 and the second process has burst time as 5 and third process has burst time as 2. Now the second process must wait until the first process completes its execution, but the first process executes for 10 milliseconds. So the waiting time of the second process and third process is gradually increases, so that the average waiting time of the entire process is gradually increases. In order to reduce the average waiting time, we are going to SJF. Here in SJF, the execution is done based on the burst time. Now let us consider there are four processes in the ready queue. Then the shortest job, that means which has the lowest burst time, executes first, and after completion of its execution, then only the next smallest burst time process is entered into the CPU and it executes. After that, the next one, like that, all the process executes and completes its execution, so that we can reduce the average waiting time. Now let us consider a small example. Process ID P1, P2, P3, P4 and burst time BT, it's 10, 3, 5, 11. 11. In this, first we have to take the shortest job, that is P2. P2 is the shortest job. Now let us draw the Gantt chart. In this, first P2 is in ready queue, that means in the CPU, and it executes first until it completes, that is 3 milliseconds. After that, in now ready queue there are only three processes, P1, P3, P4, because P2 completes its execution. Now in these P1, P3, P4, P3 is the smallest one. Now we are selecting P3 and it executes until its execution completes. Then the turnaround time for P3 is 8. Now P1 comes to execution, and after that 18 is turnaround time. Now P4 comes to execution, it executes until it's complete its execution. Now now for P2 its waiting time was 0. P3 1 preemptive. Preemptive means here we have process ID, burst time along with arrival time. Now let us consider P1, P2, P3, P4 with 10, 3, 5, 11. For example, P1 arrives at 0 milliseconds, P2 arrives at 2 milliseconds, P3 arrives at 5 milliseconds and P4 arrives at 6 milliseconds. That means at t equals to 0 milliseconds, there is only process P1 and its burst time 10. Now CPU starts executing P1 for next arrival time, that is up to P2 milliseconds. Now at t equals to 2 milliseconds, the process in ready queue are PID P1 and its burst time is 10 minus 2 because it executes 2 milliseconds, that equals to 8 milliseconds, and P2 3 milliseconds. Now the shortest job among these two is P2. Then P2 will enter into the CPU and starts its execution. It executes up to 5 milliseconds. Now in the ready queue at t equals to 5 milliseconds, P1 with 8 milliseconds burst time and P3 with 5 milliseconds burst time. Now P3 starts execution, and now P1, P2, P3 0 to 5 and it executes for only 1 millisecond, that is 6 milliseconds, equals to 6 PIDs and burst times. PID P1, P3, P4 with burst time 8, 4 and 11. Now the smallest among these three was P3 and it enters into the execution, and now P1, P2, P3 0, 2, 5 and 6. Again P3 executes to its completion. Now among P4 and P1, P1 was the smallest and it enters into execution and it completes its execution. Then P4 enters and it executes until 29 milliseconds. Now the average waiting time that equals to P1 waiting time that equals to, it starts its execution at the starting, then it waits for 0 milliseconds, but again there P2 was there, it waits until 10 milliseconds from 2 milliseconds. That means it waits 8 milliseconds to get the CPU again. So the P1 waiting time becomes 8 milliseconds. Now P2 arrives P2 arrives at 2 milliseconds and it starts execution at 2 milliseconds. Then 2 minus 2, its waiting time is 0 milliseconds. Now P3 waiting time. P3 starts execution at 5 milliseconds and arrives at 5 milliseconds. So waiting time was 0. Now coming to P4 enter into the ready queue at 6 milliseconds and it waits until 18 milliseconds. So its execution time was 12 milliseconds. Waiting time was 12 milliseconds.
P3కి 10 కదా కాదురా, P3 ఎంత 5 + 6
నీకెందుకు 5 + 6 ఎందుకు? వెయిటింగ్ టైం కావాల్సింది
అలా కాదురా.
కమింగ్ టు యావరేజ్ వెయిటింగ్ టైం, 8 + 0 + 0 + 12 divided by 4, that is 20/4, 5. Now average waiting time is 5 milliseconds. Average turnaround time, that is waiting time plus burst time, 18 plus 3 plus 5 plus waits for 23 divided by 4, that is 26. 49/4, that is 12.2 milliseconds. This is average turnaround time.